Hello everybody, Brian here, quantlabs.net, 2 a.m. my time, Eastern time, March 17. Going to go over a couple of articles or one article actually I came across that made me think here. Here it is. Here at the news, crypto.com. What is Bitcoin perpetual future? So the highlights here again, news, crypto.com. People are enticed by chance to earn significant on minor moves. That's true because of the margin or that you can use or leverage. But if you go, obviously no different than Forex, you go the wrong way, you can get slaughtered. The value of derivative is derived from the underlying asset's value. So let me show you some stats here just so you know. Here's Binance spot market. Now remember this number, 18,600,000,000 in the last 24 hours. That's the volume. And then when you go over to the derivatives market, you got 59 billion. So essentially that's 3 times bigger than the equivalent spot market. So derivatives market is much bigger. Then you could go into the DEX or decentral. This one has perpetual as well, and that's 2.5 billion. Now, just so you know, if you're in the US and you have problems to access Binance in the futures market, the next best is Kraken. Down here, somewhere way down here at the bottom. Now I can talk about that in a minute. But the essential difference is that the upswings in the futures market for Kraken, be it Binance, there's lots of coins, quite a few coins, performing coins in Binance. But when you look at Kraken, really the best 2 options if you are in the States, it's one of the only US based exchanges. You might be able to do it with FTX. I don't know because a lot of these are Asian-based companies, but I think FTX offers this. But if you're with Kraken, 200 million, still a bit of money to work with, but you can see the volume has been dropping quite a bit. And I've played with it. I've had pretty good success, theoretically, actually amazing success, going from 1 Bitcoin in November a few years ago, when that big huge upswing between November and January, I think it was last year, 2021. So November 2020 to about February 2021, where that Bitcoin went from 16K to over 60K. If I had traded like this in real money, I would have gone from 16K to over $2.1 million. So the potential is enormous. Now it acts the same way as your futures with the futures market, depending upon which exchange. With the data, you get open interest, a number of other things that you can expect in the futures market. But the point is that you can make exorbitant amount. I didn't use leverage whatsoever, and again, that was all theoretical. But you can do really well if you get lucky on the big, massive, huge momentum upswings. And do really well, but you just pound what this bot that I had just pounded Kraken, and it would assume to trade full Bitcoin value, not like a piece of it or a fragment, and did really well. So essentially, if you want to step out of the spot market and the flat market you can build out not want to say easily, but you can build out a mean reverting strategy for, let's say, Binance in Binance or Kraken or whatever other exchanges. But FTX, I think, is the other exchange that you can get into in the US. Bybit, I'm not sure, but there's not very many options you have to get into. The problem I have with FTX is I hear bad stories about it, but you know, with all the webinars I've heard people in Chicago are doing it on FTX. So that's pretty good volume. But again, I don't know if that's US. That's probably global, and I don't know the portion of that which is US based. So I'm going to leave it there, but that's essentially what a perpetual contract is. The mass potential is there if you get the right calls, depending upon your strategy. And as I said, you want to have a mean reverting strategy in this environment. If it's momentum trend following, you probably do just as well. I'm going to leave it there. If you enjoyed this, make sure to get on my contact page, quantlabs.net/contact, and fill out all your details, and I'll leave this in the description. Join and subscribe, like if you like this stuff on the channel here at YouTube, and let me know what you think. We shall talk to you later. Have a good day.